class 11th welcomes you all for the virtual science exhibition organized by the Science Association. I would like to welcome our principal, Dr. Madhav Rajwade sir, Vice Principal, Dr. Dattatreya Nerkar sir, Vice Principal, Srimati Pramodini Sawant Madam, Assistant Principal, Shri Vinod Gaware sir, Supervisor Dr. Narendra Kishan sir, Supervisor Srimati Anjali Sawant Madam. A cultural coordinator, Shri Ketan Bhosle sir, assistant cultural coordinators, Dr. Srimati Swati Atsrekar madam, Shri Samir Jadhav sir, Dr. Sunil Gosavi sir, Srimati Prajakta Pethe madam. As we all know that education does not simply mean the ability to read and write. It is a broad term used to describe the overall development of a person. Education in today's scenario aims at the holistic development of students, and exhibition is one of the mediums of wholesome development of the students. Thus, every year, Science Association of our college organizes the science exhibition to promote interest in science and technology among the students and encourage scientific and technological creativity and inculcate a sense of pride in their talent. This year is a virtual one as we know the COVID situation. Yet we have taken the initiative to nurture the young scientists within our students and give them a platform to showcase their talent. So this year we have organized the virtual science exhibition, and the theme for this year's science exhibition is Science and Technology for the Welfare of a Society. Now I would like to request the Honorable Principal to say a few words.
Thank you, Shreya. uh, it is indeed a nice thing, and I'm quite happy to note that all associations of the college are making effort that even in this difficult situation when the normal thing is not happening. That is the students coming to college, lectures happening, practicals happening, uh, though it is not happening as expected. In spite of that, uh, teachers are taking good interest in uh, promoting all the activities the way they used to be in the pre-COVID situation. And uh, science, particularly science faculty, particularly has suffered a lot because it's not alone lecturing here in science. You require to do things with hands. You require to come to the laboratory and uh, learn the skills which are required. Like, for example, in physics, it would be as simple thing like measuring focal length of a lens. In chemistry, it would be to achieve a titration ending point. In biology, it could be preparing slides and observing them under microscope and so on. So these things could not be done, and without that, one had to somehow garner the concepts of science. But one good thing out of this whole list of bad things is that for science also, in particular, there is a large body of knowledge available on internet in terms of the demonstrations. In the demonstrations, those are so, I should say, technologically advanced that almost the laboratory level experience can be drawn from these demonstrations. So I'm quite sure that our teachers and students also might have attempted this particular angle while learning about concepts of science in general. And now today in a virtual science fair, the way used to do in the Department of Physics laboratory, uh, it is going to happen on the internet. I congratulate the cultural in charges for their persistent efforts in encouraging teachers to go ahead and further in turn encourage our students, and particularly Rohini Tavde, madam from Department of Chemistry. She is quite persistent in all the science association activities. May it be Olympiad, may it be any other different science competition like Vidyarthi Vidyan Manch, or this kind of science fair. She's always there, and she and her team are ready with all the plan. Wherever the difficulties are there, they make sure that those are overcome and the progress is made. So I wish all the best for today's competition, and this spirit of inquiry, especially in science, must be sustained even after you finish your junior college level. And whatever you do after that, you need to understand that you all are students of science, and knowing how things happen is actually the basic learning point in terms of learning any science, let it be physics, chemistry, biology, microbiology, statistics, mathematics, anything. There is no substitute for understanding science yourself. There is no way you can, somebody else can do it for you. So these activities will certainly help in starting this process, hastening this process, acting as a catalyst. I believe uh, I have to end here so that the actual program can begin ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivating words. Now, I would like to request Aishwarya to brief everyone about the proceedings of our exhibition and introduce our judges. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. Good evening, everyone. I'm Aishwarya from Class 12, and I am grateful to introduce our honorable judges for this exhibition. Our first judge is Rupali Varvaikar Madam from Biology Department. She has done Masters in Science and Bachelor's in Education. Rupali ma'am has a teaching experience of 31 years. She has also been a moderator for last 10 years and also worked as the in charge of Science Association. A very warm welcome to you, madam. Our next judge is Ms. Smita Mani Madam. She has done
Thank you,
master
Aishwarya. Sorry.
and thank you, Madam. Our next judge is Mrs. Smita Menon Madam. She has done Masters in Science and Bachelor's in Education, MSACIT and PGDEMA. Smita ma'am has a teaching experience of 30 years. She is a member of Board of Studies in Physics and a moderator and examiner for last 16 years. She is a study group member and one of the co-authors of present HSC Board physics textbooks and practical books. Smita ma'am is also HSC Board paper setter and has conducted a scrutiny of board question papers too. She has also worked with the well-known IIT Kanpur professor and Padma Shri awardee Professor H.C. Verma. She has also worked, she is an IPPT evaluator and VVM evaluator, resource person for training teachers for senior scale selections and new HSC exam pattern, and an examiner for the ISC board. Smita ma'am has also judged K Word and KP Word science exhibitions and also expert in interview panel for teacher appointments at various colleges. A heartfelt welcome to you, madam. Now,
Thank
allow me to brief you all about the agenda of our virtual science exhibition. A total of 14 projects were registered, out of which 7 projects have been shortlisted, out of which 4 are working models and 3 are non-working models. Each participant will explain their projects one by one by turning their videos on, which will be followed by the questions from the judges. We will begin with the working model exhibits and then learn about the non-working models. We request all the audience to keep the cameras off and audio on mute so that everyone gains maximum knowledge from this exhibition. Uh, all the best to every participant. Now I request Suzanne to call upon our participants from working model category.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Proceeding further with the working models, our first participant from the working model category is Sara Bakalkar from FIGC Science C, and the topic for her project is modified wheelchair. Requesting Sara to explain her project.
Thank you, Susan. Good evening, one and all present here. What do you all think? Is the life of a wheelchair user easy? Not at all. There are a number of problems faced by them, like hands getting dirty, driving the wheels manually, difficulties in climbing stairs, getting into lifts, having a dependency on someone else, shaky hands, and many more. I, Sara Bakalkar, from FYJC Science, Division C, I have made a modified wheelchair which avoids obstacle. And this is my project. Uh, it's working, and if I put any kinds of obstacle, it stops. I have chosen this project to make the life of specially abled wheelchair users little easy. Many people need wheelchairs which may have some difficulties, disabilities, fractures in legs and spine, paralyzed, even blind and senior citizens. This modified wheelchair can help such people. This is designed to navigate independently in unknown environment by avoiding collision. It has been developed and programmed by IC control. The chair will move forward by using infrared sensors to adjust their movement. Two sensors are connected at the front of the chair to sense the obstacle. Sensors consist of IR LED and IR sensor pair. The light transmitted from the LED is reflected from the object which comes in front of the chair. The reflected light is sensed by the sensor and the resistors decreases and the output voltage increases, which is passed through the diode and then to the IC. Talking about the future scope, we can further modify this wheelchair with a remote control or joystick for those who can use their hands but not their legs. Hand gesture control for those who are paralyzed or with shaky hands. We can also add a camera or a rubber track which can help to climb stairs. This can increase mobility and a feeling of independence in specially abled people. This modified wheelchair will play an important role in the welfare of society. This is with extremely high efficiency, low manageability, high reliability, and low cost, as the regular wheelchair costs us 4,000 to 5,000, in which we have to involve someone else to operate it, plus users face many problems. Instead of this, we can use this modified wheelchair, which will cost additionally 700 to 1000 rupees, with all extra facilities like camera, sensors, etc., and can give security, independence, can also be tracked, and would be one time investment. The need of many disabled people can be satisfied with this modified wheelchair. Thank you.
Thank you, Sara. Proceeding further with the next participant, a second participant from the working model category is Priyanshu Dethe from SYGC Science D, and the topic of his project is flood savior mechanism. Requesting Priyanshu to kindly take over.
Myself, Priyanshu Lakshman Dethe, I am in SYJC Division D. My topic for today's science exhibition is flood savior mechanism in houses. The house works on a very simple principle that the substances with lower density float on the substances with higher density. Now I would like to show you the demonstration with my little working model over here. As we can see, the house has not drowned. It's floating on the water. The reason why I have used the plastic floaters is that because in India, plastic pollution is one of important pollution. And if we reduce plastic and use it and the solution of a flood problems like this. You can also reduce the plastic pollution in the ocean and also save the aquatic life. These are the floaters that I have used, plastic floaters. I have used plastic bottles, and these are the four pillars which will help the house to be in its place. According to an estimation, approximately 11,000 people die every year due to floods, and there is a loss of about 957 crores. If we build this mechanism near the river banks where the houses are there, the government will easily inform us about the coming floods and we can save our houses. Thank you.
With the next participant. Our next participant is Atharva Keni from FIJC Science H, and the name of his project is Working of Electric Fan. Requesting Atharva to take over.
Hello, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, my name is Atharva Keni from FIJC H Division, and today I am going to show you my science project, which is working of an electric fan. Uh, First, I will show you the apparatus required for this. I have taken a 9-volt battery, a wire, a DC motor, and a mini fan. First, we have to connect this wire to the DC motor. The wire to the battery. Now we have to connect this mini fan to the DC motor like this. Now all we have to do is just connect the pin of the wire to the DC motor. Like this. As you can see, the fan starts rotating. This shows that the current from the battery is being passed from the battery to the DC motor. This also shows that the electrical energy generated by the battery is getting converted into mechanical energy by the motor. The reason why I chose to show this project is which is working on electricity is because electricity is very essential for a thriving life. Yet 10% of the population doesn't have access to electricity. Imagine being living in a house without electricity. It would be like a nightmare. Recently, the Madras High Court, if I'm not wrong, has said that the electricity is a basic human right, and denial of it is like a violation of a human right. And the 10% of the population which is not exposed to electricity can be connected to electricity by using solar energy and hydroelectric energy. The installation of solar power plant is will also be eco-friendly and will also reduce pollution. And or else we can also use solar batteries, which unlike these work on the get the energy from directly from the sun, and this battery gets energy from the power source. So that's how the pollution can be reduced, and it can, and rather than using thermal power plants, this is a much better option. So that's my project. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Atharva. Now I would like proceeding further with the next participant. The next participant is Siddhi Ganeshnar from FIJC Science E, and the topic of a project is future transport and waste management. Requesting Siddhi to take over.
Thank you, Susan. Good evening, a very good evening to all the dignitaries present here today and all my brothers and sisters of junior section. My name is Siddhi Nair and my project is based on future transport and waste management. The reason for taking up this topic is because as a citizen of Mumbai, traffic and pollution is an everyday problem for all of us. So let's get started with my project. Starting Starting over with future transportation, here I have presented underwater highway. Underwater highway, yes. Underwater highway is a tunnel built under water surface which floats in mid of the ocean, and such highway can be explained with the help of Archimedes principle, as the buoyant force of the water exert pressure on the tunnel, and the tunnel's weight stabilizes the tunnel in mid of the ocean. Such a highway will very highly reduce the noise pollution, and also the traffic congestion in urban cities will get under control. Such highways will lead to development of rural areas, as reaching out to rural areas from urban cities will be very easily done. So next is magnetic train, which is also now known as maglev train concept, which is based on electromagnetic induction. Here I have presented a small model of it, where I have arranged a solenoid using a copper loop, as copper is a good conductor of electricity, and I have made your battery. Sorry. A battery which is 1.5 volt attached on either sides with neodymium magnet, which are very strong magnets. The magnets are arranged in such a manner that the either side of the poles are like poles. Like for example, here I have taken south pole on this side and south pole on this side. When I place this in my copper wire, the circuit will get completed. I'm very sorry, as my battery is not that efficient to work now, as I've already used its energy to take the trials. Okay, I'll continue with the explanation. As the circuit gets completed, the electrons flow takes place. As the electron flow takes place from this terminal to this terminal, the light charges repel, and due to this repulsion, the train moves. Till now, maglev train is considered as the fastest train known to mankind. Also, the time for traveling will be reduced, and it is eco-friendly as it does not cause any type of pollution. Here I have presented a street light which has got very smart street lights. The reason I call these street lights smart, because they can get on and off by its own self. Yes, it seems magical, but let me tell you the fact about it. I have made a circuit where I have used many essentials like the transistor, resistor, conductors, and many other things. But the main important material I have used over here is LDR, which is called as light dependent resistor, or it is also called as light sensors. As the light sensors, my light sensors, in absence of light, I'll just turn off this light. In absence of light, as you can see over here, as in absence of light, my resistor, my circuit will get on, and in presence of light, my circuit will be off. This is because the light sensor which I have used, it will turn on my circuit when there is absence of light. When there is night time, the street lights will automatically turn on without any manual control. Also, it will automatically turn off during the daytime, and also it does not need any manual control. Over here, I have used solar panels. So these solar panels will convert the solar energy into electric energy during the daytime. This energy produced can be used to run the circuit, reducing the dependence on the corporations for electric supply. So here I conclude my future transportation aspect. Moving on to the waste management. Waste is usually categorized into wet and dry waste at a home level, which is also highly termed as organic waste and inorganic waste. Starting over with inorganic waste. Inorganic waste is the waste which cannot get degraded. For example, the plastic, thermocol, or we can say paper. So such waste cannot get degraded. So we usually recycle it or reuse it. And if not possible, such waste is dumped on sites and it is burnt. So what idea I've got over here is, in spite of getting burnt on the ground, we can burn it in a container, closed container of metal or a room with a small outlet open for the steam to come out. Like for example, here I have presented a model of it. Here I have taken a can which is of aluminium. I've burnt it down. I've used water instead of any inorganic waste. The steam prepared in the container will produce a higher pressure. As the pressure outside will be low, the steam will flow with a great velocity, and this great velocity of the steam will rotate my turbine. As my turbine is connected with the generator will produce the electricity, and this electricity is more than enough to blow a city. So this is how we can convert use inorganic waste to convert electricity. Instead of generator, here I have made use of DC motor, as using generator was of no use because the steam produced in my case is very little and couldn't produce electricity. Moving on to organic waste. Organic waste is termed as wet waste at a home. Organic waste consists of carbon or hydrocarbon, we can call it as. So such waste has the ability to form the methane gas. Taking this property into consideration, organic waste can be used to form two different aspects or two different essential materials with one procedure, that is landfilling site procedure. So what can we do is we can dig a ground with alternate layers of organic waste and soil, with a very small passage of air to go in to further anaerobic mode of reaction taking place in. Due to this anaerobic reactions taking place in, the methane gas will be produced, and also the organic manure the organic waste which we have used here will get converted into organic manure and organic compost. I would like to show a short summary of my overall project. Ma'am, is my presentation visible and audible?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Lastly, I would like to request everyone present here today to please segregate waste into wet waste and dry waste. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddhi.
Thank you, Susan. Our first participant from non-working category is Sarvesh Poirekar from FYJC Division E with his project Bamboo and its Usefulness.
Thank you, Sarah. Hello everyone, I am Sarvesh Poirekar and my project is about a simple looking bamboo tree, how planting a bamboo tree can be useful for our society. Now I would like to share a PPT presentation about my project. Bamboo, true support to the society. So what is a bamboo tree? Bamboos are a diverse group of evergreen perennial flowering plant in the subfamily Bambusoideae of the grass family Poaceae. Giant bamboos are the largest members of the grass family. Technically, bamboo is not a tree.
but it's a grass. However, as per the Indian Forest Act 1927, we'll consider it as a tree. Why bamboo? Why have I considered it as the true support for the society? Bamboo is a natural air purifier. Bamboo helps to keep the environment clean. It can absorb CO2 and can give out approximately 35% more oxygen in the atmosphere as compared to hardwood trees. We can plant bamboos in our surrounding to keep the environment clean. It will even reduce the increasing rate of global warming. It prevents soil erosion. Bamboo is a fast growing plant and its wide network of roots and rhizomes is highly effective in keeping a check on soil erosion by holding or binding the soil firmly, thereby preventing loss of soil from the ground. Studies also say that planting bamboos tremendously helped in improving the soil health. It grows much faster as compared to other trees. Bamboos are one of the fastest growing trees in the world. They grow at a rate of 1 to 4 inches per day. They are highly durable. We can use bamboo to make furnitures and other household stuffs. We can actually replace plastic by bamboo. We can start some startups related to bamboo products. These products will be durable, eco-friendly, and will eventually replace plastic products. Even though products made from bamboo are already available in the market, they are not manufactured on a large scale and the process is not organized. We can simply start a supply chain of such products and mass produce them. Mass production will result in establishment of new industries, and as we all know that industries bring more development in that area, new employment opportunities in that area, etc. Some bamboo products. This is a quick summary of my project. You can also call it as my non-working model of the project. Is it visible?
It's a little closer. No, sir, this can't read.
Now is it visible?
No, it's a blur. Still, it's blur.
Sarvesh, you can just read the sentences in short.
Yes, that's
Handwritten.
better.
So bamboo is a tree which can be very useful for a society. Here's how. It purifies the air at a much faster rate as compared to other trees. It
Sarvesh,
prevents
put
soil
it
erosion.
down. Put it down and read. Put it down.
It prevents soil erosion. It is very durable and can replace plastic. It reduces the rate of global warming. It can grow in any light conditions and doesn't require much water. We can also say that bamboo tree is a dark horse of the plant kingdom. That's it.
It really prevents soil erosion. Bamboo
Yes.
is a monocot. It's a monocot. So it is having adventitious root system. Is it possible for bamboo tree to prevent soil erosion?
Hello.
That is my question.
Can you please repeat the question?
Bamboo is a monocot, right? It's a grass. It's a monocot. So it is having adventitious root system. It is shallow. So is it possible for a bamboo tree to prevent soil erosion?
I don't know.
Okay. And have you gathered some more information about bamboo? Would like to share?
No, that's it.
Would
Like
you
the
like? Would you
uses.
like? Would you like to know more about it?
Yeah, sure.
Bamboo, yes. Bamboo flowers after 50 years. Every 50 years. So after 50 years, there is a flowering in bamboo we find, and it's beautiful, having nice fragrance and all. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hello Sarvesh. Next participant is Vibha Mohite from FYJC Division G with her project Agricultural Technique in Drought Areas.
Thank you. I would like to ask permission to present my PPT.
Yes, Vibha.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I am Vibha Mohite, and my topic for today is agriculture technique in drought area. For this, I'll be taking you through a PPT presentation. Science helps us get solution for day-to-day life problems and helps us answer the great mysteries of the universe. In other words, science is one of the most important channels of knowledge. Therefore, science must respond to social needs and global challenges. Combination of technology and science creates new knowledge, which is utilized to boost the prosperity of human life. Everything we see around us is a gift of science and technology, from phenomena like smartphones and laptops to small things like paper and fabric. And today, I'll be talking about acrylic polymers. Throughout history, scientific and technological advances have greatly impacted the agriculture industry, and my subject today is the use of acrylic polymers in agriculture. Acrylic polymers are a group of polymers prepared from acrylic monomers. These plastics are noted for their transparency, resistance to breakage, and elasticity. You can see on the right hand side, I have shown a structure of acrylic polymers. Basically, these are small particles that can gain a lot of water if you put them for soaking and become large in size, 10 to 15 times their original size. They are commonly known as acrylates or polymerates. Invention of polyacrylates absorbents dates back to 1950s. Because of this, it is possible for soil to retain moisture for a very long time. Water availability is a key factor in the development of plant growth. In dry and semi-arid ecosystems, these superabsorbent polymers help soil retain water after raining or irrigation and release water gradually during plant growth. You can see in the picture besides, the soil is treated with acrylate polymer. Because of this, when it rains, they gain the water and store it. And when the dry cycle starts, they release it gradually to the plant, making the plant nourished even in such hot weather. Sodium polyacrylate is a dominant superabsorbent polymer used today as it comes at a cheap price. So what are the benefits of polymeric soil? They increase water holding capacity of the soil, enhancing the soil permeability, also reducing irrigation frequency, stopping soil erosion and water runoff. In all, plant increasing plant performance, especially in drought areas. Superabsorbents are specifically designed for agriculture and water conservation in soil. You can see in the diagram, when evaporation takes place in plain clay soil, the soil dries completely. But if polymer is added to the soil, there is still water left in it, causing minimum uh, of drought situation. AGSAP, agriculture superabsorbent polymer, is made from sodium accelerate polymers. They withstand numerous wet and dry cycles. Roots grow through these polymers, which provide a ready source of water and nutrition. So, what are the advantages of HESAP? They increase the number of days between irrigation, thereby reducing watering by 50%. Also, they remain in soil for a very long time, ready to capture water for the next irrigation. They come in 3 different particle sizes: small granules, medium granules, and large granules. So let's see an example in Maharashtra. As we all know, Marathwada, consisting of 8 different districts, is considered a drought region in Maharashtra. The normal annual rainfall in Marathwada is very low. Therefore, implementation of proper management in agriculture in Marathwada requires efficient use of water, where these polymers are very useful. Superabsorbent polymers are 3-dimensional hydrophilic polymers capable of swelling and retaining huge volume of water in swelling state. You can see in the picture, on the left side of the picture, the tree is getting dried up because it is not treated with polymeric soil. On the right hand side, where the tree is treated with polymeric soil, it is nourished since it is getting water throughout the year. To solve the situation in places like Marathwada, India itself has made a polymer. The Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi, has developed an absorbent polymer called Pusa hydrogel to meet the requirements of water productivity in agriculture. There are many features of Pusa hydrogel, like it is stable for minimum a period of year in the soil. It is less affected by the salts in the soil. Thank you. Also, with this, I would like to show you something interesting. You can see here these small granules. We have often seen this in house decoration and how big they can grow. These are often used in house decoration or decorating fish tanks. Who knew these are accelerate polymers? We must know that this product is extremely beneficial to places like drought-prone areas in India. Thank you.
Moving on to our next participant, we have Susan Bully from SYJC Division C with Project Ayurveda and Herbal Remedies.
Thank you, Sara. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to present my exhibit, and I would like to welcome you all. I, Susan from SYGC Science C, would like to introduce you to my topic, that is Ayurveda and Herbal Remedies. The reason behind choosing this project and the aim to bring out the usefulness and productivity of Ayurveda and herbal medicines and its remedies, like how we can use it in our day-to-day life, and why is it beneficial for our society. The major uses of herbal medicines is for health promotion and therapy for chronic diseases which are not treatable. And when we use these type of herbal remedies, which are very convenient for us to use when conventional medicine is ineffective in the treatment of the disease. So without any further ado, let's move ahead by going through some herbs. I'll be presenting my screen. Screen is my screen visible?
Yes.
So Ayurveda and herbal remedies. So when we use these type of things like herbal remedies which we use, so these things are very beneficial for our society also. So the major use of these herbal medicines is for a good health and a good state of mind, and when we are in life threatening conditions where we are not reliable on the conventional medicine like which the synthetic medicines, so these can be a backup for our society. So let's move ahead. In recent years, the global West has expressed greater interest in ancient practices originating in the East, which include yoga, Unani, naturopathy, homeopathy, as well as Ayurveda. And we all are basically familiar with all these things. Herbal remedies are plants used like a medicine. People use herbal remedies to help prevent or cure disease. They use them to get relief from symptoms, boost energy, relax, or lose weight. Herbals are not regulated or tested like medicines. Let us study in detail about some beneficial herbs. The first one is Cilantro corandrium sativum, and it is also known as coriander. It is filled with fibers that improves digestion and is good to improve bowel movement. It has anti-diabetic properties and promotes insulin growth. It is known for its medicinal properties, used for allergies, eye infections, anemia, etc. The second one is garlic. Garlic may help lower blood pressure. It helps and supports immune function and reduces blood clotting and provides a host of antioxidants and lowers cholesterol. And if garlic is taken in more quantity, like we should not take it, but if you take it, it could trigger heartburn and irritate the digestive tract also. Moving on to ginger, it fights germs and keeps our mouth healthy. It also calms nausea and soothes and sore muscles and eases arthritis symptoms. It curbs cancer growth. It lowers blood pressure and eases period pains. Moving to the next, aloe vera. It soothes burns and heals wounds. It eases intestinal problems and reduces arthritic swellings, heals psoriasis and many lesions, gum infections, eye irritation and injuries, strains and sprains, and lung congestion. The next one is fennel. It is highly nutritious and are rich in fiber and may aid in weight loss. They work as diuretics and improve metabolism. Consuming fennel seeds daily with a balanced diet and workout helps you to shed extra pounds quickly. Peppermint. It eases digestive upsets. It may help relieve tension, headaches, and migraines, freshens your breath, and may relieve clogged sinuses and improve energy, relieves menstrual cramps. Cinnamon. It is a powerhouse of antioxidants, remedy for toothache. It cures neurodegenerative disease and reduces risk of cancer and youthful skin. It lowers cholesterol and it also boosts memory. Cloves. Cloves are full of antioxidants. These compounds help your body to fight free radicals which damage your cells and can lead to disease. By removing free radicals from your system, the antioxidants found in cloves can help reduce your risk of developing heart diseases, diabetes, and certain cancers. Fenugreek. It reduces the risk of diabetes, it improves milk production and flow, it improves weight, and it raises testosterone and boosts sperm production. Reduces inflammation, reduces the risk of heart and blood pressure, and also relieves pain. Neem. Neem is used for leprosy, eye disorders, bloody nose, intestinal worms, stomach upset, loss of appetite, skin ulcers, diseases of the heart and blood vessels, diabetes, gum disease, and liver problems. Now, as we have reached to the end, so I would like to say that how it is beneficial for our society. How is it a welfare for the society? As we all are familiar, during the corona pandemic, we all were advised to intake kada. So it was a boon for Ayurveda since before. It has the power to strengthen your immune system, and herbal medicines or remedies are cost effective and are easily available at the tip of our fingers. And so I can ally that it is beneficial for the society as it is easily available. However, large sections of population still rely on herbal products. The most common reasons for using herbal remedies and traditional medicines are: it's more affordable, it closely corresponds to our lifestyle, and the people's ideology is also changed by using this, and it also allows greater public access to health for health promotion also. Its usage increases when conventional medicine is ineffective in the treatment, and it's safe and no side effects. In case of emergencies, we can easily use these remedies and it's cost effective. And during ancient times, people relied on the source because there was no other option for them, and there was no advancement in science and technology too. And in this modern world where people are busy in their daily routine and where competition has increased, so many people are busy in their own work, so they don't use these type of remedies which are easily available with us, rather than rushing to the doctor every now and then for even mild symptoms like headache. We can cure them at home also by using these herbal remedies. Hence, I would like to conclude and appeal that the use of traditional medicines and herbal remedies can be used, and we can promote them, we can and we can also use these remedies, and rather than using the synthetic ones. Thank you, everyone. I would like to show the remedies, like the things which I have. These are some things which I have got it. This is ginger, and this is fennel seeds, this is coriander, and here are some fenugreek seeds, and this is cinnamon, this is cloves, this is garlic, and these are neem leaves, and these are ajwain. Rather, I have not mentioned it, but I have got it so. And this is aloe vera. Thank you.
Good try, Susan. Thank you.
Hello, Susan. Your presentation was really good, very confident. Good work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now we are done with all our projects. Thank you, sir and madam, for your valuable time. We hope you enjoyed this virtual science exhibition. Now I would like to request Nidhi to give a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sarah. A very good evening to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this event to all the dignitaries assembled over here. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Madhav Rajwade sir, who ever encourages and appreciates our efforts by all possible ways. I would like to thank our assistant principal, Sri Vinod Gaware sir, vice principals, Dr. Dattatre Nerkar sir, Srimati Pramodini Samant madam, also our supervisors, Dr. Narendra Kishan sir, supervisor Srimati Anjali Savant madam, our cultural coordinator, Sri Ketan Bhosle sir, and our assistant cultural coordinators, Dr. Srimati Swati Achrekar madam, Sri Samir Jadhav sir, Dr. Sunil Gosavi sir, Srimati Prajakta Pethe madam. I would also like to thank our judges, Srimati Smitha Menon Madam and Srimati Rupali Vailvaikar Ma'am, who gave their valuable time for today's judgment. I would like to thank all the Science Association teachers for organizing such an amazing event. We would like to thank all our enthusiastic participants who put their best effort in explaining their exhibits. We would like to thank the technical support, the technical team, and the volunteers, and also to all the patient listeners, those are our audience. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all and declare this event as a successful one. I now request everyone to kindly turn off their microphones and switch on their videos so we can click a picture. Thank you everyone for making our event successful.